So students, will talk about subject and predicate. Subject, you already know that subject means that about whom we are talking in the sentence. Okay, it can be a noun, pronoun, or it can be a phrase or clause. Okay, predicate. Predicate is a part of sentence that tells what is the subject doing or what the subject is. Okay, example, my sister is a doctor. Here we are talking about whom? My sister. So this is subject. And what is she? She is a doctor. So this is predicate. Okay. My friend has gone to school. Whom we are talking about here is my friend. So this is subject. What is my friend doing? Has gone to school. So this is predicate. Okay. So subject can be one word or more than one words. Here we have more than one word. So these are phrases. Okay. Then next thing we'll talk about is that what can predicate consist of. Okay. A predicate can consist of a verb. A predicate can consist of a complement. A predicate can consist of an object, or it can also consist of an adjunct. Okay, adjunct. So what are these four different things? Verb you already know, a work that someone is doing. Okay, like Charles is sleeping. Here Charles is subject, is sleeping is predicate, and it consists of a verb. Okay, here the predicate is made of a verb. Is sleeping, we can include is also, because is helping verb here and sleeping is main verb. So here the predicate consists of a verb. Okay, what do you mean by complement? Now remember one thing about complement. Complement always completes something. Okay, or you can also say that complement adds to the information. Okay, it can add complements, it adds to the information of something, like my sister is a doctor. Here the word doctor, a doctor, is adding up to the information about my sister. My sister is subject and this part is predicate. A doctor is complement and is verb. Okay, so a doctor is complement because it is adding to the it is adding information to the subject my sister. It is telling something about the subject. Okay, further, what is an object? Object means something upon which action is done. Something upon which action is done. My father bought a toy. So here verb is bought. What does my father is subject here. Okay, what did my father buy? A toy. So a work is being done upon toy. Action has been done upon toy. So this is object. Now object can be of two types: direct object, or it can be indirect object. Okay, direct object is the thing on which action is done. And what is indirect object? Indirect object, for whom the work is done, means the work has been done for which person, for whom the work is done. Okay, and direct object is thing on which work is done, thing which receives the action. I will take the example that I had taken before. My father bought a toy for me. Here my father is subject, verb action is bought. What did he buy? A toy. So this is direct object. And for whom the work has been done? The work has been done for me. So me is indirect object here. Okay, I'll give another example. She brought flowers for her mother. She subject, brought, verb. What did she buy? Flowers. Okay, so this flowers, the word flowers is, it is direct object, and for whom the flowers were brought? They were brought for mother, so her mother is indirect object. Okay, now I'll take one thing back here again. Complement. Complement can be of two types: subject complement or object complement. Okay, so complements can be of two types. If some complement completes the subject, then it can be called subject complement. If some complement completes object or gives more information by object, then it is called object complement. Okay, I'll give one example for that. Belinda is a fashion model. Belinda subject is verb a fashion model. It is complement. And what is a fashion model telling? What it is telling about subject. Who is a fashion model? Subject. Belinda is a fashion model. So this is subject complement. Okay. If I give another example, you make me angry. You is subject, make is verb, me is object, we know, make verb, and me is object. Here angry is giving more information about me, so this is object complement. Okay, last thing that we will discuss is adjunct. Adjunct is it is that part of sentence which gives information. Okay, it gives some more meaning to sentence, but if we remove it, there will be no loss of sentence. If removed, it doesn't change the meaning of sentence. Meaning of sentence. Okay, like example is she comes here often. Often is adjunct. If we remove often, she comes here, the sentence is still complete. If we remove this adjunct, okay, without this she comes here, the sentence is still completes. The PM reached the airport at 6 p.m. At 6 p.m. This is adjunct. Okay. If we remove that, the PM reached the airport is still complete. So without adjunct adds to information, but without it, if we remove it, even then the sentence is complete. One more example I'll give you. Mom gave me a present on my birthday. Okay, mom gave me a present on my birthday. Mom is subject, gave is verb. Okay, present, a present is direct object, me is indirect object, on my birthday is adjunct. If we remove on my birthday, mom gave me a present, okay, even then the sentence is complete. So always remember, adjunct is that thing, that part of sentence which adds to the meaning, but if removed, this meaning will be still, this sentence will be still meaningful. One more thing I remembered, I wanted to discuss with you, that if there is a sentence, we know there are different type of sentences. Okay, there are declarative sentences, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory. If a sentence is imperative sentence, okay, close the door. Okay, this is imperative sentence. Okay, in this sentence, where is the subject? Where is the subject in this sentence? There is nothing before that. Okay, here the subject is understood. The subject is you here, means you are being given the order. So subject is understood, subject is you, close the door is predicate. Okay, listen to this video carefully, and if you have any doubts, then ask me in the class.